Does it make more sense to start over from the beginning or just resume where you left off and continue? Hi, welcome back to LiveLeanTV. I'm Jessica Guthrow. So today I want to sit down and chat with you about one of the common questions that we get along the journey of following fitness programs, which is the best way to live lean and get phenomenal results with your fitness. So the question is, if you were on a program and then life happened, something got in the way and you had to stop that program for any reason before completing it, what should you do? Should you go back and start at the beginning or just pick up where you left off and resume? This may seem like it's a difficult question to answer and that the answer may depend on so many different factors and there may be a different right answer for different people. But the more and more I think about this and the more I've sat and thought with that question, the more clear it's become and the easier the answer is. We've gotten this question for years, ever since we've been in the business of creating fitness programs, and my answers have changed over the years. I used to tell people it depends on what would make you more excited. Would you be more excited to start over and get the true result from the full period of time, or would you be more excited to get to that finish line? I'm the type of person that hates to start over. I hate doing things that I already did, and it kind of irritates me and annoys me to have to go back and repeat steps that I had already completed. But there's a huge benefit to truly completing a program from start to finish without any pauses in it. There's a reason why we design programs with a set time period. Most of our programs are a 6-week length. Some are longer, like 9 or 12 weeks, but you have to have a deadline on your fitness program because that is what is going to motivate and drive you to really dig deep and really get out of your comfort zone and make efforts that you wouldn't make if there was no deadline. I know that life happens. I'm a mom of 2, busy. I've got other things going on in my life too. Fitness is not the only thing in my life either. And I know that sometimes other things can feel like higher priorities and you want to spend your time doing work things or family things or just things that you love, passion things, and those take higher priority over your workout schedule. I get that. I'm in the same boat as you. I have the same exact struggles you do. There are times when I'm on my fitness program, and I'm always on some program, that I will, miss 3, 4, even 5, 6 days in a row. It happens to me as well. So what I've done in the past is kind of consult my intuition and my gut. What is my gut saying? Here's the thing about our gut and our intuition is that oftentimes it's heavily influenced by our desires, and one of the number one human desires is to stay comfortable. We all want to stay comfortable. We all want to do what's easiest, what's fastest, and what's going to require the least amount of hard work. It's absolutely natural and just part of your human nature to take the easiest way. So after sitting with this question for longer and talking about it out loud and just writing down my thoughts, weighing the pros and cons of each choice, what I've realized is that I have been typically taking the easy way out and justifying other people to take the easy way out. But here's what's most important at the end of the day. You are going to get the best results when you stick to a program as it's written. So in that context, it kind of becomes a question of, do you want the best results or do you want the fastest and easiest solution? The fact that you're asking this question and that you're curious enough to watch a video about this question shows me that you do want the best results. The first question you need to answer is, were you following one of our signature transformation programs with a set deadline? For example, my Live Lean Formula for Women has a 12-week time period. So that is a deadline that 12 weeks after your start date is when you should be finished. Our Afterburn DB program has a 6-week time frame. Now, if you're following one of these signature transformation programs, you should not miss more than 3 consecutive days before you stop where you are and start back at the beginning. And the reason being is because you're not going to be able to make up those off days without missing additional workouts. We usually program at least 1 to 2 rest days per week, so you can use those instead as work days to make up for the rest days that you accidentally took. But if it's any more than 3 consecutive, there's no way for you to get back on track without messing up the future weeks. For example, let's say you were 3 weeks into Formula for Women, so you're almost done with phase 1, but something came up and caused you to miss 3 or 4 or maybe 5 consecutive days in a row. What should you do? I would say stop where you're at, maybe even take an additional 1 or 2 rest days, kind of take care of like life situations or whatever caused you to not be available for those workouts, kind of get ahead in your personal life. And then after a couple days of rest, then restart the program back at the beginning of phase 1 and start again. And this is not as bad as it sounds. Starting again is actually a good thing because now you have experience under your belt. You know exactly how to do those workouts. You can give an even better push and performance on your next time around. So your results at the end of your 12 weeks will be even better than they would have been that first time you started. Experience is everything in fitness. And every time you go through an experience like that, it's not a failure. It is a building block to make you a better athlete, better program follower, and a better live leaner in the long run. Now, let's say you only had 3 days missed. No biggie, it's not that big of a deal. 1 out of those 3 days may have been a scheduled rest day anyway. On your next scheduled rest day, instead of taking it as rest, use it as a makeup day. So insert 1 of those missed workouts there and then do the same on the next scheduled rest day. And after about 1 week of doing those makeup workouts, you will be back on track with the calendar schedule and you will have not missed a beat. So you are all golden. If you've only missed 3, make them up and continue. If you are afraid to start a program because you don't trust yourself to finish it, or you know you've been that type of person that continues to start, stop, and never finish anything, I just want you to know there's no false sense of pressure from anyone else. This is an internal personal commitment that you're making to yourself, and you get to choose and decide if you want to keep that or not. And I think it's a really important and good exercise to train yourself to start keeping commitments that you make. It's hard. I know it's hard. These habits and these patterns of being the type of person that finishes what you start are not something that we're born with. It's something that you can choose to create and become as an adult. So if you don't feel like you have that habit just yet, don't give up hope. You can create it. You can choose to be that type of person, and you can build that habit by working towards it. And working towards it is just a matter of starting a program and then taking it 1 day at a time and just committing to it regardless of what your feelings or your intuition is saying. Just stick to the program and train yourself to be consistent, and that's how it happens. 1 day at a time, and before you know it, you have a full year of consistency under your belt, and then you have this lifelong habit that's going to keep you lean for the rest of your lifetime. Now, alternatively, if you were following one of our Team Live Lean monthly training guides, this is a different situation because these workouts are ongoing and there is a scheduled something for you 3, 6, 5 days a year. It continues, it's ongoing, there's consistently fresh content pumped into there, so there's no need to make up missed workouts because there's always like the future coming at you. So if you've been following Team Live Lean programs and you missed even 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, even 6 months, it doesn't matter. We want you to jump in on whatever calendar day that it is, the current day of the current year, and just pick up there and continue with the rest of the team globally. The most important thing with Team Live Lean workouts is that you are doing the current workouts, because then you can join with the worldwide team that we have going and you can feel like you're part of that community instead of always feeling behind. Oh, and if you're worried that workouts are going to take your energy instead of providing you energy, I want to show you something that's like a quick visual reminder of what I feel that workouts do for me, because that's such a common worry, is like, I don't have enough energy to work out. Well, working out is how you create energy in your body and in your life. And my kid's little wind-up toy is something that always reminds me of that. When I see this thing go, I'm like, that's what a workout does for me. It takes work to get it started, but then it goes. So check this out. This little wind-up toy on its own doesn't want to go anywhere. It's nice and comfortable right where it is, not motivated. But here you just give it a couple pumps and now it moves by itself. Woo! So if you can see your workouts in a different light and realize that they give back more than they take from you, I think you'll have a better relationship with fitness in general and not be afraid to give the little bit of energy that you can muster up in order to generate more. So now you have some clear guidelines and some answers to guide you to getting your best results possible. We're not here to take the easy road. We're here to do the hard things that make us better. And this is how you can stay true to your commitments and actually get the results that you want. I'm so proud of you for asking these questions to yourself and for asking them to me. And honestly, after doing so much more reflection on this, I feel more clear on this myself. So just wanted to say thanks for this question. Comment down below if you agree with me, if you have a different point of view, and what your life experience is from having had this situation in your life before, because we've probably all been there and all had to make that decision, whether resume or start over. So I want to hear from you. What have you done, or what would you do if you were in that position? So thanks again for the inspiration to create this video. I hope it was helpful. You can leave me a comment in the section below. Don't forget to slap a like on it and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future uploads. I will see you at the next one, and keep living lean.